Hi, welcome to another episode of Real Estate Top Performers. My name is Sam Ruenton and I'm the Chief Creative Officer at Mars Studio. Mars Studio is an award-winning and experienced strategic branding and creative marketing firm, and our tagline is Marketing Redefined. Today, I am joined by
Peter Ferguson of the Ferguson Group at Compass Real Estate.
The first topic that we're going to discuss today is going to be social media. And with social media, you essentially can create your marketing platform for yourself. And I know that Peter has been very active on social media. Can you give us some of the tactics that you use for your company?
So obviously there's a lot of different mediums of social media that you can use. For branding, I like to use Instagram. I think it shows a lot of your personality, it shows your family, it kind of shows the consumer, the buyer, the community, who you are. It also allows you to sort of highlight certain neighborhoods or cities, which I think is really important. If I'm a buyer and I want to kind of see what is exciting about Logan Circle or another neighborhood, I might find somebody on Instagram who lives there so I can see kind of the backdrop of their life.
Understood.
Also, another one that's big for me is Facebook. There, I like to post kind of industry important information. I also do a lot of my Facebook ads there, where I use that to kind of pick up lead generation. Kind of is my first intro to some of the consumers and buyers.
Understood. A lot of folks actually don't know that you don't necessarily need to have an Instagram account to run Instagram ads, because Instagram is a Facebook company. It's being controlled by Facebook ad account. So you could literally run ads on both platforms at the same time. Yes. And I'm glad that you mentioned what you do on Facebook, because essentially these mechanisms are at your disposal to create your own marketing platform. And it's very easy and inexpensive in order to gain a lot of exposure. I know with like few $100s a month, you can get, in a very tight geographic area, you can get, thousands and thousands of views, which could potentially lead to qualified leads. But I think just blanketing the area that you're active in is definitely recommended in social media.
Absolutely.
And then the other thing that I wanted to add to that is that with the social media, specifically Facebook, you also have certain analytics and sort of demographic data that you can essentially control who you want to really go after in terms of where they live, what areas, neighborhoods you want to essentially target, and essentially how affluent they are.
Yes. So, and Facebook has made some changes over the last few months in regards to what they allow you to focus on. But really the key is to be focusing on zip codes. You can focus on people's interests. Say you're in a more luxury neighborhood, you can't necessarily pinpoint a salary or anything like that, but you can pinpoint maybe interests of people who might live in that area, whether it be BMW drivers or Porsche drivers, or I guess larger houses or interior decorating, things like that would interest somebody at a more luxury zip code. Understood.
And in your experience, what kind of clientele approach you? Do you use like Facebook as a customer service mechanism? Because I know a lot of people tend to ask questions through Facebook. Are you active in terms of responding?
Yeah, so Facebook allows for some really cool things. What I do is on my ads, I'll have a way to kind of bring them, if they ask a question, it brings them right into my CRM, which allows me to see what kind of questions they have. I can call them, I can email, I can text them. What I also do is I play around with bots, which I think is a really cool thing. So if I'm sitting there at night getting ready for bed and somebody is on one of my ads and they click and they have a couple questions, my bots will actually start asking them questions, get the conversation going. And then it gets me into a chat room with them where I can answer their questions. People really love to use that rather than have to give me a call or do an email or even a text. The bots gets them their answers right away. It pings me that somebody is in the chat room with me, and I can get people answer. It puts me in front of the client for other agents.
Understood. What are the typical questions that you potentially get through, let's say, platforms like Facebook?
So it's all kind of goes with what you're marketing. So a lot of times I'll market homes that are in a certain area, maybe between a certain price. So a buyer will click on that to see kind of the list of homes. With that, they might ask me what's today's interest rate on a mortgage. They might ask me, how the market is. They just want to kind of get a general feel. They might ask me if they have to sign an agent agreement or things like that. It's a great way for them to kind of get some of their questions out of the way so that they are comfortable once they are ready to start meeting you.
I understand.
Hi, I'm Josh Green with Real Estate Top Performers. If you enjoyed the content you just viewed, subscribe. If you want to be part of the Real Estate Top Performers and contribute some content, send an email to Josh at easterntitle.com.